As a business owner, bookkeeper, or an accountant, you want to make sure that you're utilizing your time as wisely as possible, which includes processing your bookkeeping in the most efficient way. There are many options for you to do this when you're using a computerized software system for your bookkeeping, but making sure that you're utilizing each option to its fullest extent will ensure that you're saving the time that you're setting out to achieve. If you're using QuickBooks Desktop or QuickBooks Online, bank feeds are one area that you can save time. In today's podcast episode, I'm talking about how bank feeds can save you time, as well as a few of the pitfalls that you need to avoid so that you can feel confident knowing that you can rely on your financial statements being accurate. Whether you're starting a business or side hustle, you're a self-employed individual, a solopreneur, entrepreneur, mompreneur, freelancer, business owner, bookkeeper, or virtual assistant. Gaining efficiency with your bookkeeping by using bank feeds can be a game changer in how you record your transactions in your bookkeeping software. And having the peace of mind that you're doing it correctly will help with any self-doubt that may be holding you back from doing your bookkeeping on a routine basis. If you're a business owner who wants to take your business to the next level, whether you're starting a business, you're building your business, or you're serious about growing your business, I want to invite you to work with me so that you can meet your goals in the most accelerated, streamlined, and efficient way possible that also aligns with your life and the impact that you want to make with your business. As a CPA, business strategist, and coach, I've created two options for you to choose from when you work with me. The first is my Mastering Your Small Business Finances Profit Lab. This is a group program where we have live weekly business meetings and coaching sessions to answer your questions so that you can generate revenues and increase the profit in your business. You can learn more about the Profit Lab by going to financialadventure.com/profit. Or, if you like the idea of working with me on a more private, one-on-one basis, you can schedule a free consultation session where we'll go over where you currently are in your business and where you'd like to see yourself and your business in the future. During this session, we'll begin to map out the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. I'm helping my clients start their businesses, become more profitable, set strategies to move their business forward, and take control of their business and their finances while allowing them the balance and ability to enjoy their personal lives by utilizing business strategy, coaching, mentorship, and support. You can schedule your session today by going to financialadventure.com and clicking on the Work With Me button. By taking action in your business, you'll achieve your goals. By keeping everything simple, you'll avoid confusion and overwhelm. You'll understand your business finances, your next steps, and you'll follow through with the vision that you have for your business. My goal is to help you dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do. You're listening to the Mastering Your Small Business Finances podcast, where we get straight to the point on topics that ultimately affect your bottom line. That's right, as an entrepreneur with a small business, money management, growth, marketing, they all affect your bottom line. I'm your host, Chris Ponick. I'm a certified public accountant, and I've been helping small business owners like you navigate and easily understand these complicated topics for over 25 years. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, and a small business owner myself, so I know your time is valuable. In my free time, I make the best sugar cookies and have mastered an amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that's not just my opinion. You're in the right place. I promise your time will be well spent here. Each week, you'll gain confidence and clarity while making a successful impact on your business and grow your bottom line. Get comfy, grab a cookie, and let's get straight to the point with this week's episode. Welcome back. If you're using QuickBooks for your bookkeeping software, you more than likely have heard of bank feeds. You may already be using the bank feeds option, but if you're like many of the clients that I work with, you may be wondering if you're actually utilizing this option to its fullest extent so that it can save you time and improve your efficiencies. In this podcast episode, to make things simple, I'll be referring to QuickBooks Online, but you'll find that many of the bookkeeping software solutions that are out there have a similar option for you to utilize bank feeds, and much of what I cover today will be useful for whichever computerized software solution you're using for your bookkeeping. First, I want to describe what bank feeds are, just in case you're unfamiliar with it. When you're using QuickBooks Online, you're able to link your bank account to your QuickBooks Online software, and your bank transactions can then be automatically imported into your QuickBooks file. When you do this, it's called a bank feed. This makes a lot of people happy when they think that their bookkeeping will be done automatically. But in reality, the bank feeds are coming into your QuickBooks Online file, but by default, they are only going to show up in your bank feeds until you decide to do something with them. When you go into your Banking tab in QuickBooks Online, you'll see the bank account that you've linked to your QuickBooks Online file, and you'll see the list of bank feeds that were imported from your bank. Once you have this list, you can choose how you want to add the transaction to your financial information. So one of the biggest problems that I see in people who are using bank feeds is that when they see all of the bank feeds, they assume that the only thing they need to do with each transaction is to simply click Add to get the information into their financial software. It sure would be easy to just start clicking on the Add button to get each transaction entered, but this is exactly what I want you to be aware of in this podcast episode. When you click on the Add button, you're adding the transaction from your bank feeds into your financial data exactly as it's listed in the bank feed. Many of these bank feeds will list the account as an uncategorized income or uncategorized expense if it's unsure of which account it should go to. Other times, it will list an account it's assuming it should go to, but overall, you need to take a look at each bank feed and decide exactly which account it should be recorded as. You also want to make sure that the payee is listed correctly as well, so that if you ever want to look back on that vendor or customer, you have the correct information to do it. Reviewing and making sure that each transaction is correct prior to adding the transaction into your financial data typically takes less time than it would take for you to manually record each transaction, but it does take some time to do it correctly. When you're classifying each transaction correctly before you add it to your financial data, you will start to build confidence that your financial reports are accurate as well. If you've already recorded a transaction in QuickBooks Online, you will then have an option to match your bank feed to the transaction in QuickBooks Online. For example, let's say that you've already written out a check for your utilities. When the bank feed comes in for that transaction, QuickBooks Online will see that there's a transaction that matches it, and you'll have the option to match the bank feed to the check that you've already wrote out and recorded in QuickBooks Online. You can easily see the transaction that you recorded in QuickBooks right in the bank feeds area to make sure that it's the correct transaction to match to the bank feed. An advanced feature in the bank feeds area is the option for you to create a rule for your bank feed. So, for example, you see a bank feed come in for a payment of your cell phone service. You could add a rule that every time that there's a bank feed with this payee, you can automatically classify it as telephone expense. By doing this, you can also remain consistent in how you're recording your bank feeds as well. If you set up a rule, you'll begin seeing the category show up for that bank feed, and you can simply review it, and if it looks good, you can click the Add button. Another option that you can do is to add the Automatically Add option to your rule. This will then apply the rule and then automatically add the transaction to your financial data without having you review it. I personally don't recommend doing this so that you always have the ability to review and change any transaction prior to adding it to your financial data. So if you're thinking that bank feeds is an option to create efficiency in your bookkeeping, I want you to also think about how often you'll go into your bank feeds and review the transactions. I often see people think that bank feeds is a great idea. They set it all up and then it gets overlooked. Make sure that you have a process set up so that you know exactly how often you'll be reviewing your bank feeds. If you think you can do it on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, that's great. I don't recommend that you go any longer than monthly to review these transactions. Not only does the additional time that passes by allow you to forget what the transactions were for, but as more and more bank feeds get added, people start to feel overwhelmed, knowing it's going to take a big chunk of time to get through each transaction and be caught up again. If you need help with time management or setting up streamlined processes for your business, as I mentioned in this podcast, feel free to reach out to a professional like me for help. As a certified public accountant and certified life coach, I can help alleviate the stress that you might be feeling when it comes to your business, your career, or your personal life. I'm here to guide you through the financial aspects of your business and help you focus on the steps that you need to follow to reach the success that you want to achieve in your business and stay committed so that you can continue to keep pushing forward. If you'd like some help in any of these areas, either in your business or in your personal life, so that you can relieve the stress, anxiety, or overwhelm that you're currently feeling, I'm here to help. Having an accountant and certified life coach like me can provide you with valuable insights and ideas to help you simplify your business, which enables you to go back to enjoying your business like you thought you would when you very first started it. I work with business owners and accountants to create the actionable steps that they need to take to ultimately achieve their goals while getting relief from the stress and overwhelm that they feel from the pressure of owning a business, deadlines, and the workload that they face every day. If you're struggling with this as well and would like some help developing a solution, help strengthen and maintain your emotional health, increase your well-being, create a more positive, happy, and joyful life, set and achieve your goals, and manage your relationships, I'd love for you to join me in my Balanced Life Coaching program so that you can live a more purposeful life. Each week we meet privately, one-on-one, and you get to bring whatever is on your mind on any given week. It could be your highest priority that you want to work on, whatever you want more of in your life, or if there's something that's weighing on you heavily that you need coaching on, and we'll work through it together. Having a certified life coach like me helping you through all of this allows you to feel so seen and cared for, and the results are amazing. Everyone benefits when they work with a certified life coach. After every call, you feel energized, and you know exactly what to do for the week to come, and relief knowing that we'll meet again the next week to go over anything that comes up after the call. You'll gain self-awareness while you take each step towards your goals. The investment in this program is an easy yes for you. I've set this program up in the most supportive way for you. If you're ready to join the Balanced Life Coaching program, you can go to financialadventure.com and click on the Work With Me button. You'll see the link to join as well as additional information about the program. Sign up now. There are limited spots available for this program due to the one-on-one aspect, and it does sell out. If the payment link is gone, you can get on my wait list to join the program when additional spots are available. I help people get results and live a more joyful life. I coach everybody on everything. Everyone has something that they want in their lives, and I help them get it. I know this is something that you've been waiting for. I've been asked by many of my listeners to create this exact program. The faster that you get access to this program, the quicker you'll see the possibilities available to you. I also have a risk-free guarantee. I believe so strongly that everyone benefits from coaching that when you sign up today, if for any reason you're not satisfied with your first session, you can send us an email and we'll refund you immediately. Are you ready to enjoy your life now? Why would you want to wait? Make this investment for yourself. Take the journey with me. Make it happen for yourself. Ask yourself, why do you need this program in your life right now? Are you ready to make bigger, bolder, stronger life goals? I'm looking forward to meeting with you soon and digging deeper to see where you currently are in your business or your career, and to start creating actionable steps so that you can reach your vision and your goals for the future. Not only in your business or your career, but also in your personal life. I'm ready to work with you, see all of your successes, and watch you thrive in your business or career while creating your best work-life balance. I'll post links to this and other valuable resources for business owners and accountants where you're listening to this podcast. And you know I'm going to ask, what's at least one thing that you'll take away from this episode that will help your business succeed and grow your bottom line? If you need some accountability, join our private Facebook community and post your action item. We'd love to support you. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this episode of Mastering Your Small Business Finances. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, I'd love for you to give it a 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Visit financialadventure.com for the show notes, links from this episode, and while you're there, leave a comment if you have a topic you're interested in learning more about that affects your bottom line. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions and get feedback about your small business, join my private Facebook group. You can find the links to this group and more on financialadventure.com. And remember, any financial information shared on this podcast is not to be considered professional, financial, or tax advice and should not be solely relied upon. Please consult your CPA or tax advisor for an opinion on your specific circumstances. I'm looking forward to having you tune in next time. Until then, dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do.